guys. Welcome to day 5 of our Yoga March Madness. Yesterday we found some great self-compassion. We really helped open up our chest. And today we are going to work with a little bit more of a balance flow today. So maybe if you are still working on improving your balance, definitely pull some of that self-compassion that we worked with yesterday into it, because again, this is just a practice. It's not about perfection or being able to do a pose. Always remember that if you're doing just any part of the pose, you're still doing the pose, okay? So bring in some of that stuff we worked with yesterday into today, and let's have some fun. We're gonna start standing at the top of the mat. Coming into Tadasana, so feet hip distance apart, all 10 toes facing forward. Slight lift of the lower belly, lift up through your armpits, pull the shoulders back, and gaze forward. Just take a few breaths here. And just notice, bring your attention into your feet. Energetically ground your feet firmer into your mat. Make sure that every aspect of your foot, the inside, the outside, the top, the toes, the heels, the weight is equally distributed through them all. Just taking a few breaths here. And then as we come on, we're going to bring our weights into our left foot and just bend. Bring our weight into our right foot. Bend the left knee up. Just taking a few moments here. Feel the right leg. The feet really anchor into your inner heel. The inner thighs come back. And then the lower belly lifts. Replace the left foot. Bring your weight into your left foot. Lift the right knee. Take a few moments to feel. And now anchor down into your left inner heel. Take your left inner thigh back. Top of the thigh bone will feel like it moves back. Now lift up through the small of your belly. And then replace your right foot back down. Inhale, sweep wide, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Sweep wide, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Keep your feet anchored into the mat. Exhale, hands to heart. Forgot to mention that. Inhale one more time. Sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inner feet stay anchored. Inhale, press through your feet to lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through your feet to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Right, weight comes into your right foot. Left knee lifts. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot all the way back. Again, if you can't, like I said, this is the beginning, so if you're a little wobbly, like I was, that's okay. Just take a few steps to get to the back of the mat. Just leave your hands onto your hips. Pulling our left hip forward, right hip back. And really just feel the mat underneath your feet. Get a nice firm anchor. Lifting up through the heart. Now reach up through your hands. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to step forward, pull the left knee up, and replace it back down. Same thing, second side. Left foot down. Lift your right knee up. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, your right foot's going to step to the back of the mat. Taking our time, slow and controlled is better than fast and furious, or fast and chaotic. Right hip pulls forward. Left hip pulls back. Lift the small of your belly. Press down through your feet. Lift up through your hands. Again, intention is just completely on our feet right now. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, come back to where we started. Right knee forward. And place it back onto your mat. Thanks. Let's do that a few more times. Hands to our heart. Press down through your right foot, left knee up. Inhale. Exhale, left foot back. Nice and controlled. Anchor through the feet. Lift up the hips, lift up through the hands. Deep inhale. Exhale, step forward, knee comes through. And step back down. Left foot down, right knee up, inhale. Exhale, controlled step back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, step through, knee up. And replace the foot back down. One more time, each side. Left knee lifts. Inhale. Exhale to step back. Inhale, reach up through the hands. Then exhale, hands to heart, step forward. Release the foot. Second side. Right knee up. Inhale. Exhale, step back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Pull the knee forward. Replace your foot down. All right, inhale, sweep wide, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, bring your hands onto your mat. Step back to down dog. This first down dog, let's give a few moments to pedal out our legs. Find your hands nice and anchored onto the mat now. A little bit more through your inner hands. Gripping the mat with your fingers, palms. And now let's come into a nice still down dog. Let's inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale forward. Exhale down dog. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale onto your knees. Pivot towards the long length of your mat. We're going to take the right foot out to the side. All 5 toes are going to point forward and really try to anchor the outside of your foot down into the mat. Inhale, bringing your chest up, and our arms are going to come up overhead. Take a few breaths. Just really, even this sometimes can feel like a nice open stretch. Now we're going to take our left hand, we're going to plant it on the floor. Try and get it a little, so the hand is slightly in front of your shoulder. And if you have to adjust the left foot to slide in, definitely go and do so. Work on keeping your hips open and not pulled back. I don't want to see a hinge in this hip, so really keep your left glute engaged to keep your hip open. Reach your right hand to the sky. This is another form of a balance pose, so with the left shin, start to angle it towards your right foot, and maybe the shin can come in line with your hand and foot. Work on balance. If you get super wobbly, adjust the angle a little bit wider. Keep breathing. And then slide the shin all the way back to where it came from. Press into your left hand, press yourself up. And we'll just come to the other side for a nice side stretch. Let's lift our right toes up to get a little bit more motion through the pelvis. And then back with the hand down, right arm up, and again working the angle of our shin towards our right foot. Let's go through that one more time. So allow the shin to move. Press into your left hand, sweep all the way up and over, lower belly scooping up, and then back down into this modified side plank. Again, holding here for a moment. Really now press your left hand into the floor. Press your right foot into the floor to feel a little lift happening through the left side of your body. Nice. Press into your left hand. Sweep all the way up and through. And then inhale, both hands up. Exhale, hands down. Right knee comes in. Second side, so left foot comes out. Roll yourself up, arms up overhead. And right hand's going to come down. Take a moment, check to make sure the hand's a little bit in front of the shoulder. And the left foot might slide towards you a little bit. Work on really keeping those hips forward. Left hand to the sky. Take a few breaths here as you adjust the angle of your shin. And again, if you need to keep the angle a little bit further out, that's okay. We're working on balance here. Right, bring the shin back where it came from. Press into your right hand, lift up. And then sweep over to the left. Lower belly stays up. Lift the toes. Side bend a little further. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down. 2 to 3 breaths here working with moving our shin in line with our feet, our foot in our hand. Really pressing down into the floor. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, pressing into our right hand, lifting up. And exhaling to side bend, left toes up towards the sky. One more time. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Align the shin as best as you can. Really working on pressing into the hand, pressing into your foot, feeling lift from the right side body. Next, exhale, press into your hand, rise all the way up, and exhale into your side bend. And then inhale for both arms up, exhale into tabletop, and then coming back to face the short edge of your mat, finding down dog, up and back, anchoring through your hands, anchoring down through the inner heels. The heels don't have to touch, but just really reach your inner heels more towards the floor. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, walk forward into your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep wide, sweep up. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Right. I'm just going to take this layer off because all this balance stuff is making me hot. All right, I'm going to come to turn to face you guys again. Again, so let's anchor down into our right foot. Let's bend our left knee, kind of coming back to where we started. Again, inner right heel, inner right thigh, lift the lower belly, lift the chest, hands to your heart. We're going to take our left foot, take it to our inner calf. A lot of times here, when we come into a standing balance pose, a lot of times we jut our pelvis forward. So keep rolling your inner thighs back and down. speaking and balancing is very difficult. So inner thighs back and down. And now to get this external rotation of your left leg, it's just a squeeze of your left butt cheek to bring that knee out, not the jutting of your thigh bones forward. Hands to your heart, you can stay here. Or stretch your arms overhead. Tree pose. 3 breaths. Finding and anchoring down through your foot to find strength and lift up through the body. Nice job. One more inhale. Exhale, release. You can shake out your right leg there. We'll come to the second side, so left foot down. And again, we're just going to start with bending the knee up. Finding those cues, right? So really inner right heel or inner left heel. Inner thighs down and back, but the lower belly is going to stay scooped up. Right, hands onto your heart, and then your right foot's going to come onto your left calf, and it's only your hip muscle, your posterior hip muscle, that's going to engage to take your knee out to the side, not the jutting of your pelvis forward. So keep all those cues in line, inner heel, inner thighs, the lower belly's lifting, and either hands to the heart. This is a little bit easier if you are working with balance, which everybody is at some point, or if you want a little more intensity, a little more challenge, arms overhead. Look forward. Wherever you are in this pose, know that this is where you're exactly supposed to be, and that's okay. Just breathe and enjoy the amount of concentration it takes to stay balanced. I promise you, if you're thinking of breakfast or lunch or dinner and trying to balance, the balance isn't going to work out too well for you. Deeply inhale, exhale, release. Shake out your leg. Nice job. So we're going to move into another form of balance, and that's arm balance. We kind of prepped it earlier when we were on our knees with the modified side plank. Now we're going to work into a full side plank. Once we move into the plank, if you still need to take your bottom knee to the floor, that's okay. But we're going to start to learn how to weight bear on our hands. We'll inhale, sweep wide, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your chest up and away. Exhale, hands down, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale all the way to your belly. Inhale, lift for cobra. Press through the hands, pull them back, pull the chest forward. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's shift our shoulders part way to plank. I'm going to take my right hand, and so are you, about 4 inches in front of where it is. So it's a little bit more forward than the left hand. So now our shoulders are partly forward, our right hand's partly forward. We're going to roll to the nice edge of our right foot, the inner edge of our left foot. So the edges of our feet are completely on the ground. And then we're going to work our way to lift the left hand up towards the sky. So for balance, we really want to anchor through the inside of our right hand. The eye of the elbow, I really want you to try and roll it so it's facing the front edge of the short edge of the mat there. That'll really help strengthen the shoulder. Pulling our belly in, stacking our hips. A lot of times we open up our hips towards the ceiling, really take the hips on top of each other. And again, the bottom knee has to come down, let it come down. I know you've been here for a while already, so let's just take one more inhale. Exhale, hands down, step, shift back into down dog. You can shake out that hand if you need to. A little balance work here, right? One armed down dog, there you go. Second side, so the left hand's going to shift forward slightly. Shoulders are going to shift forward slightly. Rolling to the outside of the left foot, inside of the right foot, then the right hand's going to come up. Again, eye of the elbow facing the short edge of the mat, anchoring through the thumb and pointer finger. Hips are stacked, not rolled too much forward, not rolled open here, just right on top of each other. Press through your anchors, so that's your hand and your feet, to find lift and strength. One more inhale. Exhale, unland your hand. Shift back to down dog. Pedal out your feet. Take a few breaths here. Deeply inhale. Fully exhale. Nice job. Let's do that one more time each side. So right hand shift forward slightly. Shift partly forward to plank. Outside of right foot, inside of left foot. Left hand to the sky. And this time around, if you want to stack your feet, go ahead and stack your feet. Or you can keep them staggered, or you can stay with the back knee down, or the bottom knee down. Any version. Just remember, stacking the hips on top of each other. Eye of the elbow towards the short edge of the mat. And breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down, down dog. Shake it out. And the left side, one more time. So left hand slightly forward, shoulder slightly forward. Roll to the edges of your feet as you take your right arm up. Again, bottom leg can come down. Feet can remain staggered, or you can stack. Anchoring through the inside of your hand. Eye of the elbow rolling towards the short edge of your mat. One more inhale. Exhale, hand down. Down dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale onto your knees. Knees are nice and wide. Hips all the way back towards your heels. Forehead to floor. And I'm going to have you take your arms back alongside you. Inhaling back onto all fours. We're going to sweep our feet to one side so we come to sit on our ball. One more balance, and this time it's going to be a balance on our sits bones. So knees are going to be bent. Come onto our tippy toes, lifting our chest up and slightly leaning back. So lower belly's lifting, and then start to lift your toes up off the ground. Squeeze your thighs together, reach your hands forward. Don't let the spine round. Lift the back ribs up. Lift your breastbone up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles. Come into a cross-legged seated pose. But take your feet a little bit further forward than normal. And then just fold over your cross legs. Few breaths here. Standing balances, even the side planks work those hips a lot. A lot of your joints, even down into your ankles, you might actually feel some stiffness or some muscle soreness in your ankles through all the way up into your hips. Lean back, back into boat pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the other ankle on top. Back into a cross-legged seat with the feet up a little further than normal, away from your bum. And fold forward. Few breaths here, enjoying this hip stretch. Slowly, one more boat pose. So thighs squeeze together, toes lift up, chest lifts up, arms reach forward. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently and controlled, lower all the way down. Just a short little savasana here, 2, 3 breaths maybe. Bend your knees, bring your feet onto the floor. Feet are hip distance apart. Take your arms to your side, palms face down. And then anchor the entire length of your arm into the mat. Pressing into your feet, lift your hips. Just a little bridge pose here. Few more breaths here. Really work on lifting those hips up, getting a nice openness through our front body as we strengthen our back body. So one more inhale. And exhale, lower down. Keeping our knees bent. This time we're just going to lift our hips just an inch up off the ground. Okay? We're going to shift our hips over towards the right. And then squeeze your thighs together and take your thighs over to the left. So we come into a double-legged twist. Arms then come out to T. Really working on keeping the right shoulder anchored onto the ground. If that means the thighs come up, maybe find a block or a pillow to support your legs so they're not just hanging out there in limbo. Just a few moments more in this twist. We'll lift up your knees. We're going to sweep our hips more towards the left now so we can take our knees to the right. Left shoulder's going to stay on the ground. And if you need to support the knees if they're kind of hanging there, again, a pillow, a blanket, a block. Knees are going to come back up. Center your hips. Then allow one leg to straighten, the second leg to straighten. The arms can stay out at T as we take a few moments at Savasana. Allowing the eyes to close. Returning to our breath. And enjoying this moment of stillness. extend your practice another 5-10 minutes. Please remain here in Savasana and enjoy this moment of peace. If you must get going, start to bring movements into your limbs, your toes, your ankles. Maybe the head rocks side to side. Maybe the ribs moved side to side. Reach overhead, stretch through the toes. And as you bend into your knees, roll to the right side of your body, using your right arm as a pillow, taking a few moments on your side. And use your left hand, press yourself up, coming back into a comfortable seated position. Hands come together in front of your heart. Lift your breastbone up into your thumbs. Recognize the connection we have to the entire universe, the beauty of nature, and each individual here on earth by closing class with the sound of Om. Completely exhale. Deeply inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavatu. May the universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for joining me in class today. More importantly, thank yourself for showing up and working hard. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.